Hi guys, Lockie here from Undercover Cars, bringing you another walk around video today of one of our newer cars into stock. This is a really rare one, really unique car, so I want to give you guys a quick overview of it. It's a 1934 Oldsmobile F34 Tourer. This is a Holden bodied car, strain delivered right hand drive. They were only built in Australia and they only built 85 of them in total. So less than a handful probably remaining in the world. Really rare car, really unique, and got some really cool features for a car of its age. So we'll do a little walk around, guys. It's an older restoration but in lovely condition, this car. Beautiful solid car underneath, really nice original solid. You can see the bumpers have all been re-chromed. It's been painted in this two-tone blue scheme. Unsure if that's the original colour scheme or not. That's how it was when we got the car. Now, one of the cool things about this car for a 34, it's got these beautiful long bullet headlights and this really nice laid back grille. That's very reminiscent of cars of the later 30s, not so much in 34. So really cool to see a front end that really was ahead of its time and paved the way for a lot of those more aerodynamic cars that came in the late 30s, early 40s. You'll see that it does have what they call artillery wheels. Some people call these things bottle cap wheels, but it's not just a standard steel wheel. It's got these little vents sort of around it. What they refer to as a artillery wheel, and in 17s. It also is 6-wheel equipped. So you see the spares on this side, there's another one on the other side. 6-wheel equipped cars were the more luxurious cars. I guess the more luxurious the car, the more spares you had in the 30s. So, base model cars, you won't see any spares, might be tucked up underneath. The more luxurious cars then start to put them on the back, and then the most luxurious cars have 2 side mount spares. Sometimes you'll see 1 side mount spare on different cars, but as a general rule, it's quite desirable to have side mounted spares like this. Keep going around, you see the cool hood ornament on the bottom, on the bonnet, sorry. Now this is a tilted windshield, so you can tilt the windshield out to get airflow in underneath it. The wheelbase of this car is actually bigger than a Master Chev. So a Master Chev was the big Chev of this period, and the wheelbase of this Oldsmobile is even longer than a 34 Master Chev was. If you look inside, you'll see the trim is actually really nicely done. Top is in good condition. Gauges and dash is nice. Pretty basic, but that's how they came. The car's been converted to 12 volt and starts straight up, runs really well. Really nicely equipped. You can see here these doors have these little pockets. So that's on all the doors, there's pockets like that. Framework on the car is all very nice. Underneath, super solid. Was really impressed when we saw underneath this car. Been sitting in an elderly gentleman's shed for quite some time. We were able to purchase the car and get it down here. It does have a full set of side curtains that come with it. So a lot of the time when you buy an early Tourer, they won't come with side curtains. This does have a full set in very good condition like the roof is. Obviously the roof does fold all the way back, so you can have some open top motoring with the family. Little trunk is quite unique on a Tourer. A lot of Tourers were very flat backed. This has a little trunk in the back where you can keep some bags. I mean, a lot of Tourers didn't have a boot at all, so there's nowhere to keep your luggage, so quite interesting to have a little trunk and very stylish for a car of this era. Also has the fold out luggage rack here, so you can fold that out, get an old chest and put some belts and strap it down, which gives it a pretty cool period look. Again, the bumper's been re-chromed on the back. Single tail light only, was pretty reminiscent of this period. Very few cars had dual tail lights by this time. You will notice the fuel filler here as well, and it's just a really cool looking sort of back end on this car. Let's see if I can see anything underneath, but it's pretty original under there. You can see it's a bit discoloured with some mud and age, but really solid car underneath. Can't find any rust or issues like that coming out of it or anywhere in it. Again, the artillery wheels, old Firestones. You can see the originality in here. It's just a nice dry car. Our cars in the Australian climate here generally fare pretty well. It's a bit difficult for me to open the bonnet of this car, guys, with one hand while I'm doing the video, but I'll put some pictures on the website anyway where you can see what it's like under the bonnet. Very original under there, but runs and drives like a top. Really cool car. And that's it, guys. It's if you want a vintage car that no one else has, you won't find another one of these anywhere else in the world other than Australia unless it's been exported from here. So a really unique car. Obviously the drop top convertible style classic cars are always the more valuable ones. Top goes down, price goes up, you know what it's like. So look, really interesting car for someone that wants something different to everything else. Some really great features. The other thing that I haven't mentioned yet, but I will, is the suspension in the front of this car is very advanced for its age. It's a coil spring wishbone style suspension. So that's very unusual. A lot of cars of this age were still leaf springs. The Master Chevs had a knee action, shock knee action suspension going on, which was a bit of a pain. These ones are coil spring front end, which is very advanced for 34. If you look under it, yeah, it almost looks like there's a modern front end. It's a very modern looking front end, but it's the original gear in these, which is pretty cool. So check it out on our website, guys. The web address is www.undercovercars.com.au. Price and everything's on there. If you want to hit like on this video if you enjoyed it, and hit subscribe to our YouTube channel. Everything that comes in, I try and get a walk around video done for you guys. You get to be the first to see it. If you subscribe, you get a notification. So keep watching the videos, guys. If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to call us at the showroom or drop in. We're at 296 Old Cleveland Road East at Capalaba. Thanks, guys.